Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, Norman, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses.
What up, Joe? It's that nigga Mom, man. We about to watch this video by the amazing Lucas. Go check out his channel because he be having great content over there. He got one great debate on Piers Morgan, man, that I loved. But Karmelo Anthony found guilty. The defense failed him. Yeah, and I was hearing some of their argument, and it wasn't good. But nonetheless, we about to get right into this. So like, subscribe, and share so we hit that 100K today. And as I believe he was innocent. Even, though they called it guilty, I already knew he was going to lose because of the all-white jury. And once I seen that, it was a wrap. Because they already subjected these people to the image that he was, not even the image, just he had a knife, he stabbed him. And his full story ain't that, nigga. These motherfuckers was twice the size of him. And it was two of them. And they had more people, actually, according to court documents. It was more people. So, Austin should have kept his fucking hands to himself. He would have still been alive. But it is what it is. So we about to get it.
Game over.
I can't even be upset or shocked that this shit going on. I'm sorry, y'all, but let me move myself down. Let's get into it.
Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Karmelo's going away. That's correct. Karmelo is getting locked up. Now I don't know for how long, but one thing I do know for certain, Karmelo is getting locked up. He's going to prison. And to be honest with you, I don't think that's right. Okay?
Yeah.
But the only people to blame in this scenario is his defense team. His defense team is possibly the worst group of attorneys that I've ever seen, especially on a trial such as this, okay, where the stakes are high. This team was borderline incompetent. And here's the thing. The reason why it makes it so painful to relate this is due to the fact that the facts and the evidence were on their side. Yeah. Anyone, ask any attorney.
The facts and evidence was on their side. I have to agree with that shit. But they wasn't good.
They will tell you that that's not enough. It's never enough in court. The facts and evidence may be on your side, but if you can't relay it to a jury in a compelling fashion, right? And
then it's like this jury, you're not going to get it. They knew to pick all white. Why? Because once one white motherfucker agree, all of them gonna agree. A black motherfucker, it took us almost a week, nigga, to just, figure some shit out. Because we not trying to send nobody innocent to jail. They don't give a fuck. They really already had it in their mind he was guilty before they even came. So, it is what it is.
Compelling narrative, then you're going to lose.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. And when it comes to the prosecution, they had all the sizzle and no steak. And it is painful to understand that this kid is going to go away, bro, for defending himself due to an incompetent defense team. And, the reason I bring up this video is because, the judge, they have agreed to include manslaughter in the charge, right? So they can choose to acquit him, they can choose manslaughter, or they can choose, the hard end, right? That's what they can choose.
And it's that's how it goes when not only the system against you, maybe even your attorney against you, bro. That's how a lot of shit be going. It's crazy.
And even in the closing argument, it's a testament to how incompetent, Karmelo's defense team was. Because usually, right, in Texas, I looked this up, is that usually, and it was reported on this as well, is that, the prosecution, the state, they get to have an opening closing and, a closing, right? They get to go twice, okay, because the burden of proof is on them. This prosecution was so pompous. This prosecution was so arrogant and in their understanding of the incompetence of Karmelo's defense that they waived their right to go first. Damn. They waived their opening closing argument. I want you to think about that. Do you understand how slow, how incompetent, how like handicapped the defense has to be for the prosecution to be like, we don't even need to say anything. We'll respond to whatever they say. How about that? We don't even need an opening argument, okay? Let them go ahead.
Come on now, dog.
That is insane to me.
Then it's always, and it's also a smart move on a prosecutor, because now whatever he just said, and obviously they making a rebuttal for, it's fresh in the brains of the jury, of the jurors, whatever the fuck. It's fresh in the brain of them. So whatever argument they said first really don't fucking matter no more, because now the prosecutor's talking. So yeah,
bruh, that's insane to me. There has to be like a mistrial based off an incompetent representation. I mean, it's wild,
insane,
bro.
yeah.
It's wild, because one of the factors that kept on being brought up was the knife, bro. Even in the defense's closing arguments, they try to say it was self-defense and that he was surrounded and yada, yada, yada. But none of that matters, right? None of that matters, because you haven't explained why he brought the knife. So if you don't explain why he brought the knife, what does that allow the prosecution to do? The prosecution goes and paints a narrative, right? Prosecution, that is like the crux of everything. The knife, oh, why is a knife, right? And that's going to stick in the jury, because the jury does not have a reasonable answer. We may have reasonable answers. Hell, I think there was one that was even foreshadowed that many people thought that was going to be presented, was that, hey, he likes to go camping, right? They brought that up, if I'm not mistaken, in court. He likes to go camping. How could they not attach the knife to camping? That, hey, he brings a knife, he brings a knife all the time, right? Because he likes to go camping, he just can't.
Yeah. I was 14, 15 with a knife. And it's not illegal for you to have a fucking knife. But some shit like this happened. It's like, what the fuck, nigga? I always carry a knife, nigga. Shit, I just carry it. Why you carry a knife? For protection. So when shit like this ever happen, I can defend myself, because I'm aware the world is fucking wild.
Came back from a camping trip.
I don't carry knives no more. I don't worry about shit like that. I work too much.
Something. Give us something so the jury can explain that away in their heads, because they didn't do that. All right. And the closing argument was so weak that the prosecution just ate it up. It was something along the lines of you can't meet a shove with the stab, especially when you provoked it.
No one was ready for what just happened. C-Dance 2.0 just dropped.
I knew it was over.
Before this, AI videos.
I knew it was over.
So, right there, bruh, right there, do we get in a sentence? He's trying to eliminate his right to self-defense because due to provocation. Provocation, you don't get to claim self-defense. Secondly, he's trying to also, right there, you can't meet a shove with the stab. Hey, his reaction was insane. Was absolutely insane to a shove. You don't get to just shake someone because of a shove. Bro, right there, that nullifies the defense and everything they say. Why? Because they did not bring about why Karmelo his response was justified. If you're responding with lethal force, you have got to justify that lethal force in the eyes of the jury,
because at the end of the day, bro, you probably spent a lot of money on a defense attorney, and they miss a lot of shit. They look over a lot of details and miss it in a time when they need to use it. You feel me?
To explain why no one was armed, you have a knife, and why that was justified to use that knife during this altercation. They failed to do that. And on top of that, they failed to bring about why he had a knife to begin with. So what does the prosecution end with?
And it's funny because, like, I made a video earlier, speaking on this shit, and I got a motherfucker hopping in. He telling me a story about him, and I'm like, bro, you had a gun, you was scared to use it. Whatever. You talking like you a killer out there. You talking like he was a killer. Nigga, he was getting attacked, he killed, he didn't purposely want to kill Austin. Austin put himself in a bad fucking situation. And Austin got killed. We gotta look at the comment real quick. Here it go. You like, here go right here. Bro, I'll leave you a comment because I was involved in it's the same incident in 95. You bring a weapon to school, automatically you are planning to harm someone. And I just debunked that. Nigga, I was 14, 15, I had a knife. Wasn't to harm nobody. It was to protect myself. So I just debunked his bullshit. And he talking about he had, nigga, you ain't do shit. Probably, yeah, he probably did though. You know, these internet motherfuckers, some of these motherfuckers really did do something. You can't bring weapons to school, two kids saying it, don't bring it up. Okay, wait, weapons to school. As a matter of fact, nigga, I went to school with a 357. Real talk. Like, nigga, I had that bitch in my sock, in my leg. Went into school like my leg was fucked up. Because we ain't had the big over-the-body type of metal detectors. You know what I'm saying? We had the wand, so they would wand you. But, nigga, I wasn't doing shit with that gun but showing off. I wasn't trying to kill nobody. I wasn't trying to harm nobody. I literally went into school with a 357 just to show off that I had access to guns. Plain and simple. That was it. Like, nigga, I got guns. Nigga, shit, want you want. So, that did kind of like keep motherfuckers off me, though. Plain and simple. I'm a nerdy motherfucker, but niggas ain't fuck with me, though.
tells the jury that, hey, you need to think about his state of mind when he brought the knife. Okay? That's what you have to think about. His state of mind when he brought the knife to attract me. Yeah. That's what you have to think about. In addition to that, they go on to say that, hey, listen, you can give him manslaughter. Absolutely. If you believe that Metcalf fell onto the knife. Okay? If you believe that
Metcalf... He talking about charges. Where's dismissed the defense the theory that Metcalf impaled himself on Anthony's knife as ludicrous, but urged George to return a verdict of manslaughter if they believe it had merit. When the state finished, jurors were directed out to courtroom to begin deliberating. So, yeah, the argument is horrible. Like, I've been in, like, one of these courts as a juror, and this shit, it was crazy. It was actually, I ain't gonna lie, these motherfuckers was pleasant as hell. The bailiffs were all like, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? But it was somebody's life on the line, and we had to judge it based on the evidence that they had provided, and he was innocent. You know what I'm saying? From the court case I was in. Should I do a story time of that? Let me know in the comment section.
Metcalf impaled himself. Give by all means, give Karmelo Anthony manslaughter. And it's like, bruh. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Bro. So now I'm thinking genuinely, based off the closing arguments, because if you're left with that, that's the last thing that's going to be in their head. Well, Metcalf falling onto the blade.
Oh yeah, and not to cut it short, when I did the jury duty, it was like two older people in there that was just like, he's guilty. He's guilty. I'm like, what evidence you got? What evidence can you connect to how he's doing it? And we listened to what the lawyer's saying, but in the back, in the deliberation, we're having our own conversations. So I can only imagine this just being a whole room of white people and Republicans probably, and they all like, yeah, he did it. Usually on the Republican side, not to say all Republicans, they don't fuck with black people. You know what I'm saying? They look at black people, they're like, oh my God, let me like my keys. I said like my keys. Let me hide my keys, like my doors, across the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it ain't like that. We don't really give a fuck about y'all being on. Like, they got a city or a town where it ain't working out for them, where they went and we did not care. Now they asking the government to help them with the town when they said they can do it on their own.
Impaling himself, that's ludicrous as a prosecution. So now he's really trying to cripple them, and honestly, I would say shame and mock them for even thinking about manslaughter, for even thinking about it. They want a murder conviction. That's what this prosecution wants. They don't want any manslaughter. They sure as heck not even thinking about acquittal. They want a murder conviction. And I'm gonna be honest with you, they very well may get it. They very well may get it. I don't agree with it at all.
Even with all the evidence provided, proving he should be exonerated. Nigga, you got an all-white jury, bro. You ain't got nobody of his peers in that motherfucker. None of his peers up in that motherfucker. No, not one black soul. They couldn't get two to three black people. They got just white people. That's it. The starting 5 are white. So,
not at all. But I mean, the prosecution even dismisses the inaccuracies of the testimony. It's like, that happens, right? That happens. The young. But at the end of the day, this is what Karmelo did. At the end of the day, he brought a knife to a fist fight.
Yeah.
C-Dance 2.0 is now on Artlist, and you can get precisely what you want.
I'll take a robbery with a fight scene on the side.
It's a robbery!
And if you have it, I'd like the robbers to be Yakuza. For the main character, an anti-hero. A bit rough around the edges, and maybe some dark humor.
Yeah, I just got taken aback by this one. Because this new AI is getting out of control. Like, these videos, man, is next level.
Yeah, making a little fine tweaks.
I'm gonna start.
Just the alien.
I want to learn how to use it just so I can make music videos without actually, utilizing my camera to an extent to obviously take pictures of myself so it can, create the videos and shit. But I don't know how to do this shit at all.
Invasion.
And I'm sure this shit probably costs like a $300 for 6 months type shit.
Please.
Here we go again. Just wanted to have this nasty coffee in peace.
The voicing getting better. The frames getting better. Like when they move, it don't you still see that it kind of glitched out a little bit to where his face changed just slightly, but it looked good. Yeah. The impact that looked good.
Is everything okay here?
Could you take what's happening with them?
In the hands of a creative genius like you, anything's possible.
Yeah.
Go to Artlist for C-Dance 2.0 and all the leading AI models.
Okay.
And start creating without.
So it's like
That's why I don't really. Yeah, that's amazing, dog. I might need to get that and start fucking with it. I don't know, but we're gonna
hand waving the inaccuracies and the inconsistencies with the testimony and just say, hey, all that matters is that this kid brought a knife to a fist fight, right? That he provoked. And that's powerful, bro. That's powerful. And then mocks him for even thinking about manslaughter. Yeah, if you think Metcalf impaled himself, give him manslaughter by all means. But I think he may get murdered. Genuinely. And it really.
Then the judge, from what I'm seeing, is friends with Metcalf and them daddy. Oh man, that shit is wild.
Is due to the incompetence of Karmelo's defense. And at the end of the day, that really goes to show when it comes.
At this point, he's just saying the same thing over and over. He may say some more shit, but we're going to end this video right here because it's about to be 20 minutes. So, if y'all want longer videos, let me know. But with that being said, like, subscribe, and share so we hit that 100K today. And the last thing I got to say is free Karmelo. So stay peaceful, productive, and positive. It's that nigga mine, and much love.
Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, Norman, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses that comfort them when torment snoring. Like you in your own home without a home phone. I'm more like E.T., got a phone home past the moon. It's not a movie, I'm about to fly.